Clemson Memorial Stadium. We've reached a defining point in the season. Week 8 in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Kentucky Wildcats and the Clemson Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Wildcats head coach told me before the game he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Patterson. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On first down, it's Baxter again. Could be an alley. He's at the 50. The 30. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. First down for this offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Skinner. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here. Only called on one time in that loss last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. To Johnson. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass. There's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The offense changing the play. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's got an open man. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Wildcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Escapes the pressure going right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Lets it go. Working the middle. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Quarterback keeper. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays. You know you're going to go for it on 4th most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident. You're ready to rock and roll, and they get the 1st down.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give it to Baxter. Sweet cut there. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Handoff for Baxter. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Really strong job by a solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone. There he goes. He's at the 40. At the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on running the football, and they were up against it a little bit there in the 1st quarter. Not a lot of explosive run plays, but here in the 2nd, they finally pop one. And they know it's just a matter of time with this guy. He's ready to hit the home run with his game-breaking speed. And after that long touchdown run, this offense finally on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will...
But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Just feeds the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. That timeout taken by the Wildcats is their final one. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Smashes through the tackle. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And defenses are way less concerned with yards nowadays. It's being great in the red zone. And boy, did they come up big. They create the turnover, return the INT all the way down the field, and set their offense up now with the red zone opportunity.
Short gain on the play before he slides.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
DB's right up on the receivers. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Defense comes up with a huge stop and maybe forcing them into a field goal attempt.
Fourth down here, it's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Snags it quickly on the left. On the move is the 30. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Clemson jumps to the line. To the air on first down. Throws it deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed.
Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Tiger. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive. The extra point is blocked. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass.
Number 81, set to kick it away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep him honest, take him chunk by chunk.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Runs through a man, and he might have space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They feed him again. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. And this one's not going to work out either. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field around midfield, going for it the wise move. On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And the defense got him at the 27.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with Boise State taking on the number 16 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Broncos with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
He'll run it again. These little games can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Wants to throw on third. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Got a man. It's Baxter. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying.
He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding.
Oh, he wants it all. Got it down the field. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. Maybe a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger!
Man, how nice is it to be down, and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back, and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit hole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves, too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation, if they were expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab down the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Gilmore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Soft spot in the middle. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Wildcats. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he puts through the extra point.
27, Clemson, 13.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, they're after him. He got enough, slides, and moves the sticks on fourth and short.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize fourth down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by fourth down.
Looking for a deep man. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside. It's Johnson. There's a crease. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Tigers have their offense in high gear.
And as the game goes up,
going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it inside the 15. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Johnson. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Baxter again. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll go with Baxter. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Skinner. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Here comes the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, looking to pass. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got to have confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll run it. It's Johnson. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Clemson.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that.
Number 81, set to kick this one.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Turning it on! To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Wide receiver going in motion. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
5 receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. He'll take it himself. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Got some room to run. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He wants a big play here late. Leaping grab for a big gain. Into the house. Touchdown, Kentucky. The Wildcats are right back on top.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The handoff to Johnson. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, we don't need to complicate this. This is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Motion from the wideout. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
There's some room. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. The run inside. It's Johnson. Breaks into the open. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.